Hello everybody, Darren here, and welcome back to episode 17 in my second Let's Play series for Anno 1800. In the last episode, we continued our pursuit of a united Mbesa, restoring Wahadesha to its former glory, and then helping the pirates of ANGEREB rebuild their ancient palace. Today we're going to be continuing that questline, but we're also going to start work on our population back home so that we can resume building the famed Research Institute. So here we are at the Pirates of ANGEREB, pretty much where we left off at the end of the last episode. I thought I'd just do a quick catch-up on where we are for the quest, and then when we get some time in between kind of quest missions, then we'll go jump back to the old world, do some building, get more engineers, and get that Research Institute underway. ANGEREB, a lesson in lore long lost. The princes of ANGEREB are grateful for your assistance and wish to share some of their history with you as a token of their appreciation. So basically we just have to click the palace. You may remember at the end of the last episode we restored the back of it. This is the restored palace of Yet Barok. And here we have to click the castle.
A century ago, the line of the Elamites died with Lebni, last of the great kings. His heir, Mektem the Young, was due to succeed him, but his younger brother Tomasi had other ambitions.
Alright, so now we have to remove the ruins of the fortress to unveil the path taken by Tomasi that night. And here we go. They're right here at the back.
Tomasi desired the throne, so he sent shademen to slay Mektem and his kin. But things turned foul as Tomasi tried to flee.
So basically we have Mektem and his kin Tomasi, right? Mektem is going to be the king, and Tomasi has other plans. He's hired men to go and kill his older brother so that he can get the throne.
Soon the last of the Elamites lay dead, but one of Tomasi's retinue escaped, carrying with him the heirloom of Selamawi, the spear of Darashi.
Is this a nod to Game of Thrones, this little area here? It looks like it, right? It must be, surely. I don't remember the tent and things like that, but this rock outcropping, the kind of fleeing a palace out, it's gotta be a nod to Game of Thrones, right? I think so. I might just be misremembering it, but it seems pretty likely. Find Caleb in the castle to hear the rest of the story. Alright, let's go. Something that I was not too proud of is that Tomasi was my kin by marriage. My grandmother told me tales of the guard's flight to Caduce for healing.
You may recall, you helped a man in Caduce and Netoni. He was on the spear's trail, and we believe he may be close to finding it. Find the spear, and we will listen to Ketema's proposal. But be discreet. The spear is a secret to most.
The princes confess that the person you helped on Caduce is a burglar, tasked with recovering the long-lost spear of Selamawi, an heirloom of ANGEREB that was stolen by a guard of the usurper Tomasi, which the priests have denied ever having had possession of despite evidence to the contrary. They ask that you help the thief in his righteous task. So basically, what do we gotta do? Caleb knows one of Tomasi's guards sought healing in Caduce. So here we are in Caduce. Is this the person here? Hello again. Thank you for your help earlier. I spoke to the priests. They confirmed that a soldier from ANGEREB came here long ago for treatment, but he died of his injuries. He must be buried somewhere on this island. Help me find the cemetery. The cemetery is over here. In the light we walk, in the dark we sleep. Broken tomb. House of a million years. The stela is broken. Cemetery gates. An engraving reads the necropolis. That was it. Report back to the ANGEREBian. Oop. Excellent. Now to find its guards. To find the guard's tomb. It is customary for priests to write a dying person's last wish next to their name on the headstone. That should help us find him. Do we know the guy's name, actually? Look to the inscriptions on the tombs to identify it. House of a Million Years of Tilahun, Royal Guard. Oh, right. Well, that was quite coincidental. The last son of Elam followed the rising sun, so his name was Tilahun. The princes must learn of this. Perhaps there is more to him about him in the library. The priests will not talk to me, but perhaps you ask them. Consult the books in Caduce's library. There we go. Litany of the Blessed Dead. Tilahan, death by severe sword injuries. Noteworthy belonging is an old spear, entrusted to the Ogdode. You have it. But this mention of an Ogdode, why would they reference a book? It must be a mistake, or perhaps it's a riddle, of course. They wouldn't have just written the spear's hiding place down. Clever, clever. I'll need some time to think this through. In the meantime, why not investigate and see if you can find anything else?
Look around.
To help us in... no.
I doubt we'll find it immediately, but any clue might lead us in the end to the spear.
Well, let's talk to him for a sec. When Tilahan died, the priests wrote that his belongings, including the spear, were returned, quote, to the Ogdode. Do you have any idea what that might be?
What can I say? I'm the giving type.
Well, I know there's a thing here called the Ogdode. The Ogdode of Virtues. 8 senses: touch, sight, taste, smell, hearing, wisdom, emotion, and instinct. If something expresses itself through each of them, then it must be divine, as nothing can access human senses better than divinity. Senses are our way of feeling and understanding the divine, and as such, training each of them is a virtue. Training but one is for naught. Could it be the 8 virtues, as described in a book? A breakthrough. So this Ogdode is a creed, a belief in 8 cardinal virtues that must be observed by the priests in Caduceus and Atoni. That's certainly interesting, but it doesn't help us much. Look around for some more and see what you can uncover. When Tilahan died, the priests wrote that his belongings, including an old spear, were entrusted to the Ogdode. We know from a book in the library that the Ogdode are the 8 cardinal virtues observed by Caduceus and Atoni's priests, but I'm unsure how that helps us find the spear. What do you make of it? If virtues are the key to sanctity, then the spear must lay in a highly sacred place. It's not the virtues we seek, but the book itself. Could the priests have intentionally meant the opposite of what they said? I imagine, because we know it's a book, it's this one. If the virtues are key... Well, I think both are true. Let's go with this option. That would certainly be an interesting explanation to hide the exact location inside a book. If that's the case, there must be something specific about that book. Something to set it aside from all the others in the library. Any considerations of what it might be? The location of the book within the library, it's stored in the left wing. Oh yeah, I mean, we know where that book is. The library is quite labyrinthine, a fitting metaphor for a quest to enlightenment. Doubtless the priests would have found the imagery appealing. I've noticed the inscriptions above each of the wings. All of them are named. I suspect these names hold the second part of the key to this enigma. Return to the library and investigate this trail. I shall ponder this further, and hopefully by the time you return, it'll have made further sense of it all.
We're in the presence of a virtuoso.
West wing, entrance, east wing. The foundation of Mbesa. What did he say? I thought he said each one of these has a name or something. Oh, just the actual thing. A day in the life of a priest. The foundation of Mbesa. Litany of the Blessed Dead. Treatise on heresy in the Golden Age. On troglodyte architecture and the Ogdode of Virtues. I don't know if I've made a mistake there, but let's see. When he died, the priest entrusted his belongings to something they called the Ogdode. We found a book in the library in the wing named Island of God. How do you know that that's the name of the wing? Oh, right. The west wing of the library. Island of God. Okay, north wing. Island of the Dead in the north wing. And in the east wing, Island of Servants. We must discover what the Island of God refers to. Therein lies the key to understanding this charade. Perhaps each wing is a representation of a specific place on the island? Or perhaps each wing represents one of the islands in Mbesa. Yeah, there's... I don't know if Tabarim's included, but there's Tabarim, Wahadesha, Caduceus, Anatoni, and then the Pirates of Angereb. That's 4. I'll do this one. Perhaps each wing represents one of the islands. That's what I thought at first, but the Island of God in Mbesa would be Caduceus itself, which kind of brings us back to square one. Fair to say that would be far too imprecise. If we assume the clues were designed for future generations of priests, it must be something that they'd easily be able to identify. Of course not, you're right, let's start over. Well, I've got one other option, so I guess it's a specific place on this island. Of course. Remember the inscription on the library's frontispiece. Within the library is the whole of Caduce. It corroborates your theory. If that is so, then the Island of God must be the holiest place on the island, the basin of ablutions. Also located in the leftmost part of the temple, which is like the wing of this library. So the library itself is a map. Ha! How simple, how elegant. An impressive deduction, my friend. Then if the book is in the leftmost wing, we must look to a place in the leftmost part of the temple. A place where the Ogdoad, the 8 virtues, could be represented, probably in the abstract. Okay.
With those clues, we should be able to determine where the spear was hidden.
In the leftmost part of the island. Well, this is us facing north. The leftmost thing is obviously this. Caduce's temple. I'm guessing it's in there. An exquisitely built structure. This must be Caduce Anitoni's ancient temple. An inscription reads, Yet Baruch of the Elam. Oh, right. That feeds into the restored thing. Yet Baruch of the Elam, your regent of the holy temple and protector of Caduce Anitoni's faith, set the holy words into this very something rock. Very mountain rock. So if we remember and we go back here, this says restored palace of the Yet Baruch. Well, the camera takes me here. Temple columns. There's 8 of them.
A story in the making.
These columns feel like they're holding a silent vigil, watching you before you enter the holy temple of Caduce. Well, that seemed to work.
I have scouted the place, and I believe I have a plan. Meet me when you are ready.
Decide how you'll retrieve the spear. God, there's so much story here at the beginning. Hope people don't mind. The spear is near the entrance to the temple, which is under heavy guard. If I take the road, I'm certain to encounter priests, and they will doubtless be wary of my presence and identity. There's also a hidden mountainous path that would get me quite close to the temple, but it seems rather perilous. We could take the road or take the mountain path. I'll take the mountain path.
Treacherous pass. Loose rocks? I will need some sort of map to progress.
Take a picture of the pier at the entrance of the mountain path, or take a picture of the tunnel entrance into the mountain. Beware, the Book of the Blessed Dead seems to hint at potential dangers. So this is the little pier. It looks pretty run down. So we could take a picture of that, or... I'm looking at the radar. We have a... Where is it? Oh, it's over here. Little entrance in this way. I'll take a picture of this one. This seems... I mean, this says there's potential dangers, but I'm not the one walking it. How the hell would you even get here, though? I have no idea. At least this one did have a trail, right? This has like a little trail. This one seems a little bit more obvious. But you still have to, you'd still just end up walking out the front. So I don't think that makes sense. Going in underneath seems to make the most sense. I don't know where that goes. But I'm assuming just straight into the temple, I guess. I don't know. I'll take a picture of this one. Hey, is there little animals here? Goats. I mean, sending him a picture of this isn't the most descriptive way to get anywhere.
Into the mountains, then.
All right.
Wait till you hear from me.
8 minutes until we hear from the guy. All right, cool. There we go. Man, I've set the time to be 7 a.m. I think it looks so good at that time. I haven't actually let time play. Just has that like light morning fog, kind of. Looks really nice. Okay, so my plan at the moment now is we have 2 things that we need to do. I need to raise the population of Tabarim to 1,800 elders and about 2,200 shepherds for something that's going to pop up in the quest later on. Actually, it's to do with the other quest. So we actually need that amount. Well, we don't need it. It'll just unlock an option that I've never seen before. So we're going to try and do that. So to do that, I've written down in my little notepad that we need 14 elder houses. I'm not sure how many shepherd houses, because it's a global population, not just on this island. Shepherds we have on other islands. Here we have 15, 20 elders. We need 1,800. That means it's 14 more houses if they are fully built up. So let's just start adding them out here. They all have the same needs, so hopefully they'll be within range of things like a marketplace. I'll have to decide kind of how this goes. So we'll just go into blueprint mode really quickly. Grab a house and start laying them out. I'm thinking of maybe getting rid of this and putting it to the far end of the island over here as the kind of worker area, and maybe even moving the docks over to our kind of newly built up pier. So I don't know, actually, the docks is kind of nice. It's like how people arrive, I guess. Can you actually have a public mooring here? I'm not too sure. I don't think so. Yeah, no public mooring. Okay, in that case, I probably will keep this here, as it's like, oh, it's like the place where people arrive, goes into the center of the town. So that's kind of cool. But I'll probably move the salt works later. So let's just start. I'm just trying to think where this road is going to have to come down and then start feeding out. I think I'll probably end up having to build a second one of these, because I think if we just go to nighttime, it's already right after this point. It's not hitting 100% demand, so yeah, we're just gonna need another one. This, on the other hand, goes the full way, and this one stops around here as well. So really, we can't build any elders further down. We can build more shepherds though. We can get some more elders in around this area though, so we could do that. Spread them out on both sides. I think we've gone up as far as we can go though, without putting down more buildings. So a little marketplace down here is fine. And let's just start placing houses around. So we can fit one right in there, actually. Yeah, let's do it that way. That's actually nice. And then... can we put one up there? Yeah. Yeah, cool. Actually, we'll need just a little bit more room. Guess I should really start working from the far end out as well. Can't put anything else in there, so it'll just have to be ornaments. Tricky. Really tight little bit of space in there. Yeah, we don't have a way out if we do it that way, unfortunately, so we'll have to sacrifice a house here, or unless this one can move anywhere else. No. Actually, here would work. We could have the road go out that way. Oh, maybe not. Damn it. Oh well. Let's leave it like that. I think I'll actually get rid of this house and get rid of this one. Pull this further down here. I'll have some nice ornaments and stuff. So it's just a pocket of houses, maybe some nice ornaments, like I said, around this way. Can't fit any more in there as well. Really just... yeah, that's an idea. Turn it this way. Can't get to that house though either. Nope. Just trying to think, am I happy with that? It just seems just weirdly bare on that side, you know? It's such a damn shame that if we just get rid of this really quickly, that our market just doesn't come out that far. Oh, that might be why. We don't have a road coming out the bottom. Although, it's not that different. We'd only be saving... if I cut this tree...
Please, don't tell the princess. But I had to use the spear as a walking staff for that last part. Now, to ANGEREB.
Oh, he made it safely. The spear is safely hidden. Oh, he actually got in and got it. Oh, wow. We'll just stay building just for a few minutes. We were story heavy there for a while. Was that 7 minutes? I just sat here deciding what to do for 7 minutes. Oh my god. So now we can see that this goes a lot further. So that's kind of nice. But not all the way. Yeah, you know what? I'm happy not supplying them with everything. I'm actually going to say it. Let's cut this here. So this can be our last little block of elders. Yeah, that's kind of nice. Alright, cool. This will just feed in like that. Alrighty, so we'll just build these, let them build up. And I'll build on the other side as well now. It should be easier on that side. It's already a bit more established. So these won't build up all the way, but it'll just kind of look nice, fill the place out, and we'll put some ornaments down to make it look better as well. Let's go back to 7 o'clock. Oh, and I should have the brick road. Just make it look a bit more organic like that, turning in. Alright, cool. Right, so yeah, we want to basically put down a few more houses out this way. Same sort of deal. Maybe that's fine, yeah. Got a little bit of a festival going on. What do we have? The Festival of Hithia. Wow, this place is really tight for space against the cliffs and stuff. Don't know if that looks weird or not. It's the thing I was saying about blending ornaments. It kind of does look weird unless you add things together. Maybe, oh, I know it would look nice. A fence here, actually, because it's, like, next to the cliffs. Even just something like that. Yeah, I'm fine with that. If you look at it too closely, it's never going to look good, but it's not much you can do, you know. When you're up against the cliff edges and stuff like that, it's so difficult to make things look anyway nice because things just don't blend, to be quite honest. That's as far as we can go. Alright, cool. We'll just leave it like that. So we'll have to just check on that population, see how it's growing. And then we can start upgrading. So I said that I needed 14 more houses. So 14. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These ones aren't ready yet.
This place?
So that's 10. We'll see how they're doing. They need to be fully healed. They need to be fully built, so I'm just going to mark that we've done 10. So there's only 4 more that are needed, but I'll probably end up having to drag these over. I imagine the monastery is just a little bit... It's actually fine for these two, but it's a bit too far for these.
Sweet scent of injera.
So let's just move these ones around to make the place look a little bit more uniform. There we go. And yeah, I think just having a line of elders here would do the trick. That would be it. All right, nice. We could just fill in this last place with ornaments. Like I said, I didn't get to do it. Get that way camp. They can look quite good. Way camp here would be nice, and maybe something similar.
Is it my fault if the bees sleep too much?
Yeah, looks quite natural. Again, get stuck on these corner areas for a while. It just doesn't look too good, but maybe something like that could be alright. Yeah, it's okay. Sort of creates that, like, oh, you know, don't go out to that edge of this bit of the cliff here. It could be dangerous, but they kind of just do it anyway. It's either that or just trees. I mean, I don't know what else we can do. If we can't blend sand into the grass, unfortunately, it's a bit of a struggle. And how much space do we have here? Again, just a very small amount. I think the fence might just look good again here. No, I'm not as happy with that one. We can add in a mini market then. Just add in some tents and stuff. Yeah, looks a little bit better. Alright, cool. I know it's getting a little bit bogged down there, but it's important to get the details right, I think. And like I said, I'll probably end up removing this, and maybe we could have a bit more houses at the back here. Although it's not too bad. Maybe actually, very last thing would be pier. Maybe pier would look kind of nice here as well. And we could even have it extend all the way out here. Yeah, something like that's kind of cool. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Although it does look pretty strange there. Maybe I could cut this bit. Can't put anything there, yeah, so we'll have to just cut this one. Yeah, nice.
A competitor's island is under siege.
So, ANGEREB upon an edged blade. So the guy snuck in through their underground entrance and seemed to make it out just fine. And what do we have to do? Oh, we have to go pick him up. Oh, I should have queued up the ship, my bad. My ship is all the way over at ANGEREB. We're going to have to go all the way over and all the way back. But we'll activate our engine once we just turn the corner. We've got lots of building to do though, so no need to speed up time. We'll just wait until he gains some speed and then activate the ship piston engine. Let's go. Alrighty. I also stationed my other boats around here in the docks. I think they look kind of cool. I mean, this is a very small thing, and I don't think they'd ever do... I mean, I don't know why you'd ever do this, but it would be cool to see, like, the ropes come out and actually, like, dock you on. Maybe in a future Anno game or something they could do something like that. Absolutely no reason to ever leave a ship moored in this game, but there's just something about that idea of it. Sounds kind of nice to me. Alright, so our population builds. We're up to nearly 1,700 elders. Like I said, we should be just a little bit short. I'll come back and check on it a little bit later. Right now, wrong place. We're going to go over to the old world, where I need to build 26 engineer households. Now, I already blueprinted out before where they were going to go. So it's really just a matter of upgrading 26 artisans and dragging them all over. So there's 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 2, 3, 4. I lost count because I'm an idiot. So that was 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16. Why do I keep doing that? Oh, it's because of the way they're joined as engineers. Alright, I'll just move them and then we can just see how many I just did. So just move them there. Alright, so let's start putting these in place. I can count them that way. It's a lot easier. I feel like an idiot not being able to count it. Alright, so that was 7, a gap of 7, so... And remember, this is going to be redesigned, but we need to get this to about 1,000 extra so we can start building that research institute. Once the research institute's done, then we're pretty much good to go on redesigning swords, and once we're done with Mbesa. So that's 10. We just did 10.
I shall have to stay to clear our trail and tie up loose ends. Sail safe.
Alright, so the Spear of Elam. The legendary Spear of Elam is not just a relic of Mbesa's long-lost founding dynasty. It is a symbol, one that could be used by ANGEREB to rise up behind a new ruler, claiming the legitimacy granted by the spear. A self-proclaimed true king of Mbesa, by the grace of the Lord, is a God, I'm so bad at reading this. I'm sorry. My what's the word? I guess how I'm delivering it is incorrect. A self-proclaimed true king of Mbesa by the grace of the Lord. It is a dangerous artifact to leave unattended, and one the Emperor must be notified of. But beware, whoever you choose to give it to, their opponents may never forgive you for the deceit. So, we now have the option to either give the spear to Katima, thus betraying the pirates, or give the spear to the pirates, well, not quite betraying Katima, but maybe giving them too much power. I'm gonna go with the pirates because I don't want to... I think if you betray them, they will never forgive us and trust us again. So we're gonna give it back to the pirates. We're gonna follow through. This is their quest, and we're following it for them. They say the blood of 1,000 sand spirits was shed in tempering the tip, and 1,000 flowers are enshrined in amber within the handle. Alright, so we've moved 10 of those houses. Again, I'm just gonna toss them over here. It's a bit easier that way then. So that's 10. Oh, it looks like I did it perfect. Oh no, I didn't do it perfect. We're short 2. That's okay though. So there we go. That'll be 26. That's the 26 we need. So we should see this engineer number climb up to about 1,000 if I've done this correctly. Alright, let's just slam them into our little playground area. I know this could be a little tedious. Apologies. But I don't know. I just don't want to put down a market, build it from scratch, and then start deleting everything. It's kind of just easier to build this way. And with the zoomed out camera, you can just grab things from the entire opposite side of an island. So just a couple to go. A few more houses to go. And then we'll repopulate the artisans a bit later. Is that it? That's all of them. Okay, cool. So we can just put them in here. Should be fine. Don't know if there's room for this one. Maybe here? Yeah. There we go. They should all be within range of everything, I think. So let's look at the ones that are most far away, maybe from the university.
We are galvanized.
So they're fine. And they're fine. Happiness-wise, Variety Theater, are they too far? Nope. No one's too far from the Variety Theater. Good. Looks like everyone has everything then. Which means we should get up to about 1,000, which means we can resume construction of the Research Institute. So we need 150 steel beams, 120 windows, 120 reinforced concrete, 1,000 engineers for 30 minutes. We'll start the construction now. They'll slowly get to work.
You found it? You have it?
I do have it. Just 1 second, though. Oh, I thought I had a ship here that was moving stuff over. I guess not. Prince Caleb is eager for you to give him the spear. Yeah, let's do it now.
To think such a day would come. You have worked wonders. Come, tell us all about it.
Sorry. I hit a hotkey by accident. Just before I do that, there's something I want to do. I thought I made this delivery already. I guess I didn't queue it up. We're going to need way more windows and stuff. That's construction material over there, so I'm just going to send a bulk load over right now. Alright, cool. Back to Mbesa. So, let's have a look at where we're at. Share your
competitor's island withstood an attack.
Actually, maybe we should just get stuff queued up here before we jump into more story, yeah? So let's have a look at where we're at. We're at 1720. We built 10 out of the 14 houses. Considering it's an even number, I'm just going to assume that they've all got everything they need. Yes, they do. Which means we're good to go and just upgrade 4 more. Elders. And that should be 1,800 elders. Then we're going to need a total of 2,200 shepherds. We're currently at 1,816. We've got lots of room for more shepherds. In fact, I kind of want to... Oh yeah, we've just done that. We filled out that area. That's all looking good. The place is looking great, actually. I think just generally speaking, like filling up all that little bit of terrain. Although I have to admit, I am a bit unhappy with this fence. I know it's such a weird thing to be picky on, but zooming out, I can just see it. And it's a bit of an eyesore. So I'm going to put down some trees instead. I think it's always just a bit of a safer bet. Even if it doesn't quite match the terrain, it can look quite good. So we'll just do that. Then we'll put down... Actually, you know what? The best one to do, even though I don't really think it fits the area, at least it looks the best, is the flower plant.
20 ounces of
flower bed, even.
And has many loaves. We are celebrating Banahu's betrothal tonight.
And then if we turn this into an actual tree, it can look nice. This could be an actual tree as well. Yeah, there we go. This just makes it a little prettier. If this is like kind of a walkway through, it quite makes sense having this here. But having it there, maybe. And this could look good, or it could look terrible. I don't know. What about that? Yeah, it looks alright, actually, I think. I've already got that little fireplace thing there, campfire.
Ain't that a little ripper?
There we go, that looks a bit better. Alright, cool. Tobias compliments us on doing more trade things. So let's have a look at where we're at with that. Obviously, all these new engineers are probably going to start running out of stuff, like pocket watches and jewelry. I'm getting ready for our scholars to arrive. I'm bringing in tailored suits. That's going to be something that they're going to use in future. I'm not sure which one was the new item to move up a level. I could just check really quickly. I'm used to that. Oh, I think it was fur coats, perhaps. Yeah, I think it might have been just fur coats. Oh no, they're on 2,950. Let's got to be something that just hit. Oh, maybe this? This is hit level 4,000, but it can't go, or level 2 even, I should say, so it can't go up another level though. Because we currently have champagne, soap, and gold there, and I'm really happy with that. Look, we're storing up a load of excess gold, so we could probably... I'll get back to this in future. We could always just get bogged down with the docklands, but this is going to be a mainstay of our economy in future, just gold. All those engineers want to put working on just getting more and more gold all the time after we're done with the research institute.
I know you're a tattletale.
Although sometimes I think they're used for actual projects, so we'll see how that goes. All right. 1782. Just need more regular households then to grow. So let's just start slamming them down around here. Oh, I didn't want to do that.
The troubled wind blows.
He weighed it in the eyes of our Lord. No,
Just trying to think if I should go a bit further over or not. No, I think it's fine where it is. Sorry that it takes so long. I go real quiet when I'm doing it. Gotta think. And then this can be like a row of trees or something. That's kind of what I was thinking. Some of these bridges are no longer needed. I'm just going to cut those. Alright, nice. We've just ruined the entire monastery right now, but it'll fill back up. Right, so there's just a couple extra houses that need their little roads. And, oh no, I'm an idiot. How did I not think of that? Oh, that's fine. That's why we do things like this. That's why we stagger build. There's always a way out of it. Alright, cool. So let's just throw down some trees and things where there's big gaps.
Tiny something to keep you going.
In fact, this can go all the way up there.
I'm confident it's ready to go.
War is over. Earthly paradise. We can't deliver newspapers to the Arctic. Peace at last. Ambassadors return from the negotiating table with Olive Branch. Well, we haven't gotten peace with anyone.
The fire is out of control.
I don't know what that's about. Fire's out of control. Not here. Surely not because we cut the water supply for a little while, is it? Fire's out of control. Oh no, it's over in Rush, of all places. That's fine. It'll be okay. Alright, cool. So we'll see how that goes, see how that grows, I guess, and then see if we need to come back and do it up even further. We need 2200, I believe. Something like that. It'll take me a while, but I'll have to manually go through this and switch off the trees. I want trees like evenly dispersed. I had to do that for the monastery, but I didn't actually even include that in the time lapse. But that should look kind of nice now, I think.
The fire left ruins behind.
And then maybe we could just fill in some way camps and things like that around here. That'll be the last bit of ornamenting we do. So way camp next to the road that leads into the city actually kind of makes sense, which is nice.
And this one I call April, mostly because she has the same way of looking at food.
Although I feel like they would probably have a water source, right? So let's add one in. Even if it's just for the animals. This one is actually pretty evenly dispersed, thinking about it, but this one wasn't. Alright, looks good. Lovely little area. I'm really happy with how the town is shaping up now. I think it looks great. So, what are we at global pop-wise? 1927. We'll definitely need a few more, but we don't have to build them here. We could build them on the other islands as well if we wanted to increase the labor force out in these places. And of course, that's going to put more demand on us for consumer goods, so I'm just going to let that play out, and then we can kind of check back in and see if I'm noticing any fluctuations and things like that. Alright, back to the quests. So we just delivered the spear. Share your story with ANGEREB on how we got it. Okay. So tell me, what was the spear? Was the spear truly on Caduce? Had Tomasi's guard truly retired there? We found the guard's tomb, yes. Lie, he did, but he left after being treated. No, but he died there, didn't he? Of his wounds, I think. We found the guard's tomb. Oh yeah, he was on the graveyard, of course. So he perished from the injuries he sustained while fleeing the site of his betrayal. A pitiful end, but one becoming of a thief. And what of the spear? Did he hide it somewhere before his demise? The priests hid it after his death. Metaphors and cryptic hints. Will it never end? Spare me the details of the priest's twisted little games. Where is it? They buried it in front of the temple. Did they? I thought they buried it in the temple and we snuck in from below and took it. You've shown your trustworthiness, friend of ANGEREB, and I believe I understand why you chose not to bring the spear of Selamawi to King Katima when you had the opportunity. A wise choice indeed. ANGEREB is fortunate indeed that you chose to befriend us, as is the whole of Mbessa. This tomb and the guard within it, they intrigue me. Did you discover any more information? There was an inscription in the tomb. Curious and curiouser. The priests usually take note of a dying person's last word, a memory preserved in the pristine
Your
token of the
ship has
departed.
returned from its
Can you
voyage.
remember what it was for his unfortunate soul? I don't remember what it was, but I do remember that our guide on Caduce Anatoni said something about the rising sun when we were at the graveyard, so I'm assuming that's what he's referring to. It was said that Mekdem's entire family, the last of the line of the Selamawi, perished in that murderous night long ago, but the bodies of his wife and of his youngest son were never found. Rumor still holds that they escaped somehow to a secret somewhere. I had never believed those rumors, but this guard's final words have fueled a fire I thought long dead. What if he truly did know of his surviving heir and made sure clues to finding them remained after his death? There is but one last matter that must be attended to while we prepare the celebrations at which we will pledge our allegiance to the Empire. We ask that you investigate this presumed lost heir of the Elame, hiding somewhere in Mbessa. Alright.
Look through the registries and harbor manifests. A lone ship with a fleeing mariner should have been recorded somewhere.
So we can check all of these different ports. Okay.
Carry her about.
Visit the harbors of on Mbessa to retrieve the harbor registries. All right. We'll just activate our engine. Get back to work. Global population 1972. Let's check out our consumer. Well, we should put down more houses before we do that, I guess. So one thing I want to do is we definitely need more houses out here because we're going to need more lobster stuff in the future. So this place can definitely grow.
Yes. I think I will invite them to the dance.
Finery will open up for us pretty soon. It's a nice little build. I even put down ornaments, did I? Oh, over there, yeah. Makes sense. This is where it differs. I guess actually it just makes the most sense to kind of keep it kind of almost symmetrical in a way. Like something like that. And we'll keep this double road going. Could look quite nice when it's paved. Yeah, nice. Okay, cool. Let's commence the building. And then this is going to take how many people? 35? Well, we're going to get that, so let's do that. We could also then change the Mbessan route. It's delivering finery to... Oh, yeah, Strathrancor. I meant to rename that place.
Is that the spear has returned to ANGEREB. I fear this bodes great ill for Mbessa.
Katima worries about the grim prospects for the future of ANGEREB because they have the spear. I'm naming this island Bird's Eye. The reason being... we produce spices here, and Bird's Eye is an African chili. So I just thought it made the most sense.
These
Missing a
colourful
goat pen.
fields
Oops.
could be
How did I forget to do that? So yeah, this will be Bird's Eye. I think it's a cool name for an island. It does more than just spices, but it's the only one I have that has the fertility. So it kind of makes sense. And this place I kind of made look a little bit nicer, I think, long ago. A few episodes ago. It was in between episodes, but we never came back to look at it, so there it is. We just filled it in with some ornaments and things like that.
Ketema's forces burnt the harbor when they invaded. All the registries went up in flames.
Ketema's forces burnt it. Oh wow. Ketema attacked this place before. So they have nothing in the registries. It all went up in flames. Let's go to Caduceus next.
Room to maneuver.
Okay, let's just check our global pop again. We're at 2020 for shepherds.
You reached a new milestone.
Oh, I haven't heard that guy in a while. He's awesome. I haven't noticed him popping up telling me I've been playing for like a long while. I don't know why. I haven't turned it off, I hope. I love that feature. So, just on this island locally, we have plenty of goat milk. We're not producing any finery, but we could always just produce some locally. Can we? Because we have linseed here. So that wouldn't be a bad thing. We don't necessarily... I was thinking about importing it, but we could just produce a little bit locally and have probably have enough, right? So 5, 25, so that's 30. So 70...
Harbor records. Yes, of course, but
70 population are needed in total. So she has the harbor records now. Or she wants to... She's saying that we can see them.
the registry cannot leave the island. But we had a copy prepared for you.
Caduceus and its only port registry. Find where the last LMA fled to. Find the fugitive ship. Alright. Did we get something here? Private skiff. Oh, ANGEREB. Crew 1 male and 2 female. That might be why. ANGEREB patrol ship 1 male. On arrivals. Post Lebanon whatever day.
Carry her about.
A thick crust of salt has enshrined the skiff's remains into eternity. Find evidence of the LMA's presence in Watadesha. Yara's memory is rumored to be the best. The ancient
A
matriarch.
ship, you say? Bearing a visitor? It was long ago.
Oh, she's off
But
on her walk.
I think I remember. Follow me.
He arrived on a fishing boat a few years before I was born. He never could say from where. He was kind to me. He made me bows and arrows to play at hunting, but I never knew his voice as he had cut his own tongue. I didn't dare ask to ask why. Jesus Christ, that's vicious. I was often at his house. I remember it well, though it is now well overgrown. Is that him? Old man's house. Investigate the old house. The house of the man who escaped ANGEREB on the evening of the murder of the last of the Elamites. An old rusty breastplate bearing the crest of the Elamite. And then an old man's desk strewn with old ink and rotten paper. His old desk. He was always writing here. See, there are some letters left. No matter how long I stay, how at home the locals make me feel, there is always a shadow, a flame over my shoulder. Somewhere inside, a part of me is still running, escaping the bloodshed of ANGEREB. Tomas's rampage, the blades in my king's chest as he stood ground to let his wife and son flee. Oh, it's obviously a nod to Game of Thrones books. It's like the Kinslayer as well. Kingslayer. I failed him so I could protect his little Haley, but all I could do was leave the boy to run off into the city streets. My king's son, almost my own age, gone. Left to bear the terrible burden of his blood and trauma alone. I wish sometimes we had never left the palace nursery and found a way to hide there. It was such a quiet and peaceful place, a place of happier times and wooded
Now
toy
to
soldiers.
smuggle it out.
Haley loved them so. May you find solace, my young king, in this life or the next, until we meet again, not long now.
One would not have guessed. He was so frail. His guard days were long ago, and he was afraid. He rests in peace now.
If he rests in peace, who's taking care of his house? Just some guy. Pick up the diary of the old man in Watadesha.
Begin the turn.
Alright, let's get moving. We just have to turn the corner here. Your investigation has led you to believe that further evidence may be found in Wahadasha. A boy of the name of Haley fleeing through the streets of ANGEREB. The princess should see this evidence. And he's the heir to the throne.
And may it keep his memory alive and on. Room to maneuver.
Alright, we have the diary page, and we're going to bring that back to ANGEREB and see if they know anything about it. Population? We're at 2056. So let's get these guys set up with their own finery. Actually, they don't need that. We can make that a wall between them and the police station.
Had to break it up. She couldn't appreciate how important farms are for our culture.
Put a little gap in between and a little dirt path that leads into the fire station area. Alright, cool. Shelter.
20 ounces of bourbon and as many loaves. We are celebrating Banahu's betrothal tonight.
Nice little area. There we go. Okay, so we've just got about 70 now. So if we give them finery, they'll all grow as well. Much more, right? 2 per household, so that'd be much better. They're actually a little bit far away from that market. We have to maybe build another market over here. Maybe about there. And then we can get extra houses in this way. Alright, so that should be everything they need. I wonder about this. That doesn't reach all the way either. I put one at the back here again. Something like that. Alright, nice. Okay, let's add the finery. So linseed, we could just put along the rivers. I think would be a good idea.
Have you found some traces of your quarry?
Yes.
The time has come for a new king, a new age. Let his rule be a time of glory for ANGEREB and generosity for its friends.
I'll check that now in just one sec. Yeah, okay, right. I was just checking on where we could put those things in future to make it look a bit nicer. Okay, so that's one. So, actually, I didn't even look. So, 1 minute for each one of those. 30 seconds for that. So, 2 to 1 and then to 2. Right. I didn't actually factor that into the population I was adding up, actually thinking about it. But it should be fine. We'll figure it out. Cool. Nice. Okay, and then it'll need a linen mill.
How may I help?
And then that's going to need 2 embroiderers. I'm going to cut the module here just so we can make it even. And then we get a lovely row of houses. Nice. Looks good. I love it. Getting low on wood though. And then this is just like a blank area we can do something with. Oh, I guess we could put a house there. Yeah, why not? Alrighty, and that is that pretty much done. Then we just need some trees for this area here. Maybe a bush. Cool. Alright, so that should give them the finery that they need once they get producing that. So it just needs to turn into linen. Just speed it up a little bit. There we go, so they have linen, or sorry, they have the linseed. They're gonna make that linen now, bring it to these two things, that'll create the finery, and that should raise the population to the number we need, which will be 2 more per household, giving them 8 per house. We have 300 on this island, so it should go up to almost about, I don't know, 360-ish, I think. And that should hit us over the edge. Alright, we're done. 1800 elders as well, perfect. So let's go continue the ANGEREB story. Also, we should just check really quickly, how far along are we for the Research Institute? Almost 3/4 of the way, 5 minutes remaining. Alright, we'll end after we build it, I guess. Okay, so, ANGEREB, the once and future king. Find out who is the traitor being crowned king. Hang on one sec. Betrayal. The princes have used and made a fool of you. While you're off purportedly seeking traces of the surviving heir of the Selamawi line, they were indeed preparing a great celebration. I mean, they did tell me that, but the celebration has taken a much less peaceful and unifying turn than you'd been led to believe. I see. So they said that, oh, you know, you can go off, find out, you know, who the heir is or whatever. We're going to celebrate, you know, becoming a part of Katima's empire, but it looks like they're actually going to try and be celebrating their independence. People of ANGEREB, our time has finally come. I am Caleb, distant descendant of Levin through Tamasi.
All hail King Caleb
and
of
rightful...
ANGEREB, he who will free us of the usurper Katima.
Caleb
and hail our friend who brought this joyous day upon us.
Well, I'm sorry, I tried to read it as fast as I could, but also clearly...
is not our king, but neither would we have war with him. If you will support our independence, he will have no choice but to comply.
Peace?
We don't
We will have peace when the oath breakers hang from their gibbets. They will kneel or they will have war.
Okay, so find a way to prevent ANGEREB's independence. She's just like, oh, this is great, check this out. You can always find a way to prevent ANGEREB's independence. Or meet with the princess right now. We've got 15 minutes to do this. You can always return to the diary you found in Wanadesha. It points to a location on ANGEREB. The nursery, right? That's the only place that's actually mentioned. So where's the nursery? Restored palace, castle, the canopies. Oh, I think it's over here.
A visitor.
Yeah.
Uncommon indeed. The place lost its favor when King Wag passed, and nobody cares for forsaken advisors like me.
If you intend to search this place, please be careful. Everything here is dear to my heart. Bittersweet though the memories may be, for this is where my king drew his last breath. Oh, the king was killed in the nursery? And a worn crib. Oh god. Oh, we found something under it. To my favorite guard. Tucked away out of sight, a hiding place for a child's favorite toys, slightly ajar. Inside, only one remains, a painted effigy of a soldier that once belonged to Haley.
Inscription. To Hailey, who feared the dark, and Wag, who turned and faced it. Could this mean King Wag was? King Wag's office holds the information. I have a key, but I doubt I should be welcome in the castle. You, on the other hand.
Search for King Wag's private office.
You got yourself an agreement.
His office should be to the left of the ancient palace Yet Barok, behind the castle, beyond a heavy door.
The palace ruins, as I recall.
The Yat Barok thing was here. Let's face north. But it said to the left. Up there? Click! The key turns in the lock and the door opens. You find numerous official documents as well as a personal note. I still remember hiding and running. A prince in rags is in a cruel city, blood older than the tallest walls, but still shed for scraps
we are
of bread.
grateful for your help, but the time has come to choose a side. You stand with us, or against us.
But I am avenged now. My brother Lima, my mother, they all left me to die here as they fled 30 years ago. Now they pay for their betrayal in blood. What have I become? Yet even now there is hope. My brother's son, Hali Katima. I couldn't kill him. There is greatness in him, beyond even our mightiest ancestors. He will be my legacy to Mbesa, though few will know it. I will raise him, teach him, prepare him, and in time, the lion's roar will echo again from the highest mountains.
Be strong.
Are we ready to pick up the notes?
The Emperor should know of this. Bring
Deliver
him
the
King
notes to
Wag's
Katima.
notes, and tell no one else.
I gotta be honest, I'm a little confused at exactly what's going on. Alright, King Wag's last testament. And what does it say? The final words of the wrathful man, born in the misery of Angereb's slums, with Selamawi's blood coursing through his veins. His last redeeming deed was to keep Katima temporarily at his court, after having killed his own brother, Katima's father. Right.
Crikey.
Oh. Wait, so King Wag is Tomasi. That makes sense then, right? So Tomasi is the one that killed his... I'm so confused though. I thought Tomasi fled, so I don't fully get it. I obviously missed out on something. I'm sorry, I'm an idiot. Maybe it tells us here. Following the information found in the diary of Mekdem's guard has led you to an ancient nursery of the Elame kings on ANGEREB and to the King Wag's office. The evidence you found suggests that both Wag and Emperor Katima are distant heirs of Lebanon, and through him, the line of Selamawi. Such information could certainly bring the princes of ANGEREB to the knowledge of to acknowledge Katima's legitimacy and hopefully convince them to join the empire. Yeah, I get all that. I guess I've just been a little bit lost with exactly who Tomasi and King Wag are. Like, King Wag is the uncle, right, of Katima. But I don't really understand how Katima has ended up becoming a king anyway, and if he was sent away. Bit confused. Sorry that I'm an idiot. I'm sure you guys probably get it and I don't. But we're on our way now. So while that's been going on, actually, we just finished the Research Institute. So let's check it out. Alright, phase complete.
You did it. This was forever my dream, and now you made it true. Imagine now how the world shall join hands in research.
So cool. Absolutely love this building. I think it looks awesome. And I really like that it's misaligned with itself, you know? I think it looks really cool. It sets it apart from the university. You can see people, graduates, like, well, they're all wearing their little, I don't know what you call that, that kind of hat. As they have a picnic, as they're getting schooled and lectured to. Looks awesome. We'll have to find a place for this bad boy. My search has been fruitful. It has indeed. You're the king, but I mean, don't you know that? I guess?
So it is true. My father spoke of the pride of Selamawi's blood, but I had always thought it merely inspirational.
Okay, we've proved his ancestry. Meet with the princes to acknowledge or refuse ANGEREB's independence. Alright.
Room to maneuver.
We can just do it now, I think. At last, the muster of ANGEREB's forces is complete, in no small part due to your support, my friend. So tell us, what is the Emperor's proposal? Does he recognize our independence? He refuses to acknowledge ANGEREB as a sovereign state. Then your Emperor is a fool, for if he will not grant us our independence, then we shall take it to war. Hear me out. There's more to this. Katima, the last of the Elame, I would call you contemptible a contemptible liar for uttering such outrageous words, were it not for the visit of a strange old man wearing the coat of arms of Mekdem's guard, not long before your arrival. He spoke similar words, and he said he had entrusted proof to a stranger, a foreigner. One person may lie, but two different allegiances and histories were not fool enough to deny the truth. ANGEREB will serve the line of the Selamawi, whomever the last of that line may be. We'll pledge our fealty to Katima and the Elamite.
You have convinced us of Lord Ketema's virtue. We shall yield to him our fealty upon the spear of Selamawi and be united.
So just really quickly, who is the old man that just talked to them? The guy that we found at the house? Isn't he like 150 years old by now? Retrieve the spear at the trading post? Alright, that seems to be the last thing we'll do.
Begin the turn.
Just speed it up as we get to that point. So we have 2,200 shepherds, we have 1,800 elders. We should be able to do everything I think that we need to. Hopefully we don't run out of anything. Alright, we're just about arriving.
By this spear and the blood of those who ruled by it will our oath stand. Bring it to our emperor.
Alright, nice. We have it. The Spear of Selamawi. We have it again. Back to Katima. So much back and forth between them on this one.
Room to maneuver.
Alright, we'll get moving. We'll have a look at the Research Institute while we have it now.
I am one of the scholars. Can I assist you, perhaps?
So, it's been a long time. So, we're getting to the point in the game now where this is stuff that I've barely even used at all. I've used a little bit of the Research Institute, but I've never built it up fully or built up scholars fully. I've never ever done that. I just haven't, for whatever reason. So that'll be actually new content for me once we get there. But yeah, so basically, invest research points in different areas to identify how to develop all sorts of items, item development, and major discoveries, and donations to science. So you can donate any item you have.
No,
anywhere.
I was granted a stipend to find and study the Catoblepus, which you all know, of course. Now my pen pal at a federated institution writes.
So if we wanted to get rid of the ancient Tabat of Wahadesha, it'll give us 250 research points. I'm not going to do that. I don't think you can craft that item or get it again. I don't know. Probably not, anyway. So if you've got excess items, you got too many things or multiple of the same type that you don't want anymore, you can just donate one of them. What is it? Press Control D on an item. Shift to donate a single one directly.
Donated
there we go.
To science.
Oh, I just did it.
Way to go, I
oh my god, I didn't mean to do that. Our research is full, so that didn't work. I just wanted to put one over there. How can I just put one? That's two. Right click? Nope. Control click? Nope. Well, I don't know. Click on an item to donate directly with shift click, or Control D on an item to donate from ship or storage. So yeah, if you have it in your ship, you can immediately... Oh, sorry, that's why. God, I'm such an idiot. Alright, well there, that explains it. Anyway, so we have the Jujube Lotus. We could put two of those in, get 500 things. But as I've described before, our research points are full. So you want to spend them, and then if you want to get research quickly, you donate items just to speed up the rate at which you're getting it. We're getting 90 per minute from the elders. So we could just donate items to, level it up faster, and then obviously we're going to get more when we get scholars built as well. So our scholars here, we still can't put down houses. Requires a major discovery. I think we haven't finished the quest line just yet with Katima. What else can we do? Major discoveries. Campus extension permit. So we could do that. That'll give us 5 extra scholar housing that we're allowed to build, and that allows us to increase our, increase our threshold? Yeah. But we'll come back to that. I don't want to, at the end of an episode, be delving into this. We'll have a look at it in the next one now that it's built, but we'll actually place it properly.
Then it is well and truly over.
And start building scholars, hopefully in the next
Oaths
episode.
are not taken lightly in Mbesa. At last we will have peace. Though I loathe to part with it, please take the spear. You have fought hardest for it. May it bring peace to you as well.
Alright, he gave us the spear. We can press Control
Such
D
different
now
lands,
to donate
united
it directly.
under one wise rule. How could anyone doubt the splendor of Mbesa now?
In your
Awesome.
brave work on ANGEREB, you have uncovered facts about my heritage I didn't know myself. I have agreed Per ANGEREB's request, to raise monuments here to Hitia the Trader, and strengthen our newfound bonds.
Let's let the sun set on Tabarim. Not for the last time. After this, we'll have one more thing to do, which is take the fight to Archibald. So basically, the palace has extended once more. So we have the Spear of Selamawi, which is a legendary item, 50 attractiveness. The legendary Spear of Embesa's LMA lineage. Its neck, carved with etchings, is said to be of an authentic part of the Ark of the Covenant, forged by Alamir. It reads, verse 1, "And upon prayers born from the westmost shrine shall a new shadow form, of a place where those above and those below are joined. And the word of God shall hold the first of the LMAs in everlasting sleep there." So, we have now gotten the Imperial Military Academy built. With ANGEREB's renewed loyalty, the Emperor has put together a program to train young Embesans in discipline and alertness, ensuring the protection of all Embesa. Special attention has been given to the fire hazards and their prevention. This place is kitted out with guns, the military wing. And then we've also just got the trader, which he spoke of. With the Bastion of ANGEREB as a loyal ally and a strong guardian of Embesan waters, trade routes to the country have been protected, and the harbour of Tabarim has grown to international proportions. Nice. So the only thing I think I may have effed up on and not done properly was the Caduceus Anatoni one. We did bring them into the fold, but we didn't let them retain their own religion, I think. So, as a result, I believe this area is probably always going to be ruins, the Temple of Elam. I don't know if I've ever done it before, to be honest. I can't remember. I may have, but I can't remember. I know that there's something to do with a quest where I remember on stream a long time ago, we were like translating a language, and it took me so long to get it right. So maybe that was to do with Caduceus. I can't quite remember, but that was really difficult. So yeah, so that's pretty much the 3 islands done. All that remains is that we finish off Archibald and kick him out of the Land of Lions once and for good. Or, if we wanted to, make him bend the knee and make Katima bend the knee, I mean. So that's going to be it for this episode. I believe now that allows us to start building scholar houses. No? Oh, I guess not. I guess we have to finish off Archibald, and then perhaps we can do the scholars in the next one. So this has been quite a long episode, but it's been a ton of fun. I love the stories in this, even though I didn't fully grasp the full extent of what the reason behind some of the things that were happening. It's still really cool. And our town is looking awesome as well. Absolutely loving it. Alright, that is going to be it for this episode. Look forward to hearing everyone's feedback, and in the next one, we continue building the Research Institute, and we finish off the quests for the Land of Lions. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Hey guys, thank you very much for watching, and remember, if you want to support this series directly, you can click the join button to become a channel member. Doing so will get your name in the credits, as well as loyalty badges and emotes to use in the comments. If you don't see the join button, it means the video has been copyright claimed, but you can still join from the channel page on desktop. You can also link your account to our Discord to get a special role on there that will give you access to the Senate House and a few other perks.